Some of you might have seen other big companies or even smaller companies collapsing, and when they collapse, the owner of the business has to be liable for other costs that the company had, even though the company has collapsed. Things like paying off employees because they still need to get paid and they did not ask for whatsoever that has occurred in the company, having to pay for the rentals. Let's say maybe the lease was 12 months and then the company happened to collapse on month number 4 or month number 6. Some of the lease agreements might say, okay, you have to pay the remaining 40% of the entire lease time and whatsoever. Basically, where the owner of the business has to be held liable for many other things. Even though for the employees it's easy, the company has collapsed, they can just go work for the competitor or go work for someone else. Thank you for joining us. Today we are discussing things that as a business owner you should never forget about your employees, things you should always have in mind when working with your employees. So please consider subscribing to our channel, and I would really like to engage with you a lot in the comment section. I would love to know what other questions you have and what experiences on the topic in discussion you might have, and we may just break it all down and look into it. Okay, let's get into it. Number one, don't ever forget that there is a reason why your employees keep on coming back to work to your company. One of those reasons is money. They are coming back because you are paying them. They are not coming back because they like you or they believe in your vision or they just like you. Well, maybe that might be a reason, but the main reason is money. Some of them you may not pay them their worth now, but they are already looking into it to say, okay, they have seen your potential, they've seen the potential of the business, they know in 4-5 years time the company will be doing well and they will be getting something better, or you will be paying them better because the company will be doing better. Hence maybe they could stick around, or others are just sticking around because there's nothing better for them to have, so they may just have to do something to get paid, and you happen to be the nearest person to agree to pay them, so be it. So don't ever make the mistake of thinking that your employees are your friends. They have a reason why they are coming to you every month, every day to work. There's a reason why they come to work, and that is money. Trust me, if it was possible for some of them to get paid what you are paying them without them having to come to work, they wouldn't hesitate to do it. They wouldn't hesitate to stay at home if it could be possible for them to get what you are paying them without them having to do anything. So some of them don't even like the work. They don't even like doing what they do. If it's a Friday, hence we have so much celebrations on Friday because people are not going to work on Saturday. And on Sunday afternoon, the depression starts. Most of them hate coming to work and doing what they do. So don't ever think that your employees are your friends. Just always remember that they are coming back because there is a main reason why they are coming to you. Even if it's your PA, it's the person who knows how much coffee you take. I have one of the finest PA. Esther knows what I need before I actually say it out that I need it. She knows when I need coffee before I could even tell her that I think I need coffee. Even if I'm not okay, they can just look at me straight from looking at me on the face and they know, okay, something is just not right. Even so, your PA, no matter how close you are, no matter how through thick and thin you have been, just always remember that they come to work because there is a reason that keeps them to come back to work. And two, don't forget that people will always have other things that are priorities above them. It could be family, it could be anything. Chances are they are coming to work because they want to take care of that family. So your business is just a tool for them to get what they need. You are not the main thing that they think about. Your company is not the main thing that they think about when they sleep, that they think about when they wake up. It is not important to them. So to them, it is just as good enough as it pays them as they go on. So as a business owner, don't forget that. Hence, when time comes to take decision to let some of them go, if it's a proper business decision, do not hesitate to take it. If time comes for you to fire an employee because maybe they are not being productive or whatsoever, do not hesitate to do it. Do you know why? Because if a better opportunity from company X came for them, they wouldn't hesitate to leave you. They wouldn't care how much you actually need them at that specific time. If company X is offering this and your contract allows them to leave immediately, trust me, they would do so. So it's everyone out there for himself. No one cares about your business. No one cares how much you have put in. And trust me, if anything would go wrong on your business now, you would have to probably pay some of those bills in the list. Like I've said, some of them might even take you to CCMA, to labor court or whatsoever. Because they have not been paid, because whatsoever is going on in the company just dropped them like that, like a hot potato. So it's everyone for himself. So don't ever make the mistake of thinking that you are a family and whatsoever. Yes, I don't know the office culture in other offices. In my company, for example, things like birthday parties for employees and whatsoever, those are things we take very seriously. However, we can be together in all those celebrations and we may look like we care about each other, but at the end of the day, everyone is coming to work because they want something. So it's not just a question of them coming in because they like you. There are certain policies that you may not have in your company, but that are actually counterproduction in a sense. Cell phones is one of them. The algorithm of TikTok, Facebook, and whatsoever has been designed in a way that if you just glance at it at a single glance and it catches your attention, you are gone. You may plan on being on social media for 5 minutes and 5 hours later you are still scrolling. Because it's how the algorithm were designed. So if you do not have a policy that controls cell phones in your company, then you may just be paying people for doing 2 hours of work, and then the rest of the other 6 hours they may just be on social media, or your company might just become a social club where people just come to socialize, and just do what they do and go home. They will get paid because they were there. So in terms of production, don't ever play around with production. If production is not being met, do not hesitate to take the real decisions that will impact your business in a positive way. So always remember, your company comes first to you, not your employees' feelings, not the relationship that you have already developed with them. If you have a relationship with your employees, they should understand that that relationship is fueled by moving your company forward. So if the relationship is not benefiting your company, which is what brings you together with them, then you may just have to let go of that. So always remember, when you are dealing with your team, that they are not your friends. Some of them might even be from your family working for you, but the main reason why you are there is work and production of whatsoever that is needed. If that is not met, do not hesitate to change. Change with the times, change with the times, change with the money. Be where the money is all the time. Please do consider subscribing in our channel. I would love to know from you in the comment section, what are some of the things that you have experienced as a business owner from your employees? What are the things that you have seen? Well, I have plenty to share. I will still share in future videos of employees that used company cars and company petrol cards for running baby showers and doing their own personal things. And just because everything had to go through them and they had the luxury of having all the resources and not using the time as needed, and of how other companies have actually collapsed because of that. These are things that I would like to share with you in the future, but let's just leave it here for today and not make this video any longer than it already is. Thank you for joining us.